Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Testing. This is my first time to go up live, guys. So at the moment I've got nobody in the house, and that's okay. I haven't done this before, so I'm getting used to how this might play out. And we've got somebody in the live, Cillian Cronin. Hey, bro, thank you very much. Thank you. Love the videos. Thank you very much, bro. And thank you for your encouragement, Cillian. That means a lot to me. I do this. I'm not a monetized channel. I do this out of recovery, and a bit of encouragement is really great. And it's lovely to see a couple of people joining up in. Love from Coolock. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you very much. And love from Dublin 8. We're all Dubliners here. We're all Irish. We're all humans. But it's great. A couple of people. This is my first time to go live, so please bear with me. I got a lot of things to share with you guys about what's been happening recently. And if anybody's been following the channel, to Emmanuel and to Cillian, thank you for your comments, bros. And I hope you stay with us a little bit. Just for a little bit. We got some more people up in here. This is my first time to do this, and I have to see how it will play out. But I've been in an accident on my motorbike. I have an electric bike, and like a fool, I took it onto the M50. It was because my head was up my ass, and I took a wrong turn. I couldn't get off the M50, and I tried to get into a safer lane to get into near the barrier. That was the only place I could get that was safe, to where they weren't going 80 miles an hour. So I tried to cross over. As I passed the truck, the car came up on the inside and splat. I was in a precarious, very dangerous situation, but I didn't break a bone. I had a miraculous, I suppose, encounter is all I can call it, without getting too airy-fairy with it. Well, I bruised my foot really bad, and I'm hobbling around the flat. I can't do a lot at the moment. So the only thing was I thought, well, I'll go live, and whoever sees it live, and it'll be up there for some of the other subscribers maybe to have a look, because I don't know how much content I'm going to be able to put up this week, because I'm in the flat with the bad leg. And Cillian just jumping in there saying, sorry to hear, mate, get well soon. Sounds like you got off easy. I really did, Cillian, and I shouldn't be complaining. I smashed the bike up, but bikes are replaceable. I got off very easy, and I feel blessed. And then thank you for your well wishes, bro. I did. I got off really, really lightly, because it was in the fast lane of the M50 where I was hit. What I was doing there, my head was up my ass. I took the wrong turn. I found myself on the M50, and I panicked. I was on an electric bike that doesn't go faster than 40 miles an hour. But I seen a chance to get into the little safe space beside the barrier, and I went for it. I didn't see the car running up inside the truck, and before I knew it, boom. But yeah, so a bit of support is always heartwarming. Thank you for that. I haven't gone live before. I'd hope to. It's something that I would like to start. So this is as much about testing the technology that YouTube provide, and seeing how to work with it, as also to address my subscribers and any well wishers who come across the channel. Cold turkey is primarily about trying to find a new way to live after years of being in the dark, or with me, it was being in drugs. But even if it's people who are in prison, or because drugs are like a prison, they're a prison of the mind and the heart and the soul and the psyche. Excuse me. And the thing is, with a prison, you got a date, you get out, and you know you're going to get free. With drugs, it's like a life sentence, because even when you stop them, you still have all the behaviors and all the feelings that made you run for drugs are still there in the first place. So this channel, Cold Turkey, it's about learning to man up and deal with the reality as best as we can. And I'm no master at that. I learned from you guys. I learned from the support that I get from people that manage to do well and stay clean. Emmanuel came in there with it's a holy day. Yay, Jesus. It sure is. I wish I didn't smoke. Bro, me too. that's my Achilles heel here. I still smoke, but look, at least with smoke, I have my sanity. You know, I don't want to take heroin or drugs, or the little bit of sanity I think I have. I retain it with some nicotine, and that's okay. Hey, Paddy, how are you, bro? Thanks for always being supportive. And Ireland's pacifist. Hey, all, how's it going? Hey, man, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. It's heartwarming to see a few people popping up in here. It's the first time I've done this, and thanks for all your well wishes, guys. Those that have inboxed me and managed to reach out to me through Facebook. I just too numerous to reply to you all, and I'm trying to reply to all the comments that I get, lovely comments I get on YouTube. And believe me, I read all of them. Sometimes it's too numerous to write a text out because I edit sometimes 10, 12 hours a day to try and put some decent content out. I'm not a great editor, but I'm getting better. And I do it all myself. Now, up until recently, my brother Danny joined me as my cameraman, and he's a great eye for camera and stuff. So I'm really hoping that we're going to up our game in our production. Can we talk about cats for 2 minutes? I love cats. Emmanuel, let's talk about cats for 2 minutes. Why not, bro? What do you want to say about cats, bro? I know I like cats. They're a lovely tempered animal that doesn't need, they're not needy. They're there. They're pretty cool in themselves. And I'm a Leo. And I have 9 lives. I've just lost the 8th one there up on the highway a couple of days ago. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about cats for the moment, Emmanuel, unless you want to add to that. But Paddy, what's up? All's good, Paddy. Thank God. I think I read that, didn't I? I did. But all is good, Pad. Thank God I'm alive. I have a sore foot. But yeah, there's a few other things I'm going to be addressing. I was going to make a little video for later on with some clippage because for those of you guys that have been following the cold turkey narrative since it began 2 months ago, and you know I was involved in a little hair salon. Well, that all went pear-shaped on me too. And there's a big lesson in this for me, a lesson in humility. I trusted a man. He was a guy I knew from years ago. I never thought he would have screwed me over the way he did, but he invited me into a partnership in his salon, a 50-50 partnership of a salon he already had. I went into it, I paid in good faith, and I did all up the salon. I did it up to the best of my ability. And on the day I finished the salon, he told me I either had to buy his share out or he would give me my money back. Not for the money I put into the salon, just the money I paid him to become partner. And he screwed me royally. And I haven't been right since then. And that's about 10 days, maybe 2 weeks ago. And when I say my head was up my arse and I went onto the M50, I put it directly down, right at his feet. I'm not going to mention the man. I'm not here to destroy him or ruin his character. But he did me bad, and I've got a lesson to learn in that. And I hope I deal with it very nobly. I'm just reading the comments there. Emmanuel says about cats, they're fluffy. My Levi has a black leg, fluff legs, wearing long shorts and boots. Well, Emmanuel, I didn't know whether you were just joking on that, but this is not a channel that is really got anything to do with cats, although I'll talk about anything that's somebody's sincere about. But you're right, they are fluffy. They usually are cats. Ireland's pacifist as well. That's crazy that he's on that. Yeah, bro, it is crazy because I did my best by this guy. I really, really did. I did my best by the man, but for some reason he thought I was trying to take over or take the shine off him or something. I don't know what his game was. But everything I did to that shop, I would photograph it and send it to him to show, look what I got for the shop, look what I done. And he would like, okay, He didn't show a lot of interest, but he never showed any objection to anything. He waited till I was completely finished, and then he screwed me over. And DJ Tracy, they're selfish and don't do tricks. It's like cats he's talking about. Paddy takes time for those situations to pass by. Yeah, Paddy. It does indeed. Time is a great healer. I don't always have the wherewithal and the patience I'd love to have with some people and things. And I have a lot of flaws as a human being. But I know one thing about me, I try to address them. I try to. You know, and a lot of people start telling you you're a duck, you know. I don't even know if that's a good example, but if 1,000 people tell you you're a duck, maybe it's time to start quacking, you know. Kaio, we know what salon it is. Hey, listen, I don't wish any bad on the dude. The salon, yeah, I know some people know, you know the salon I'm talking about. Look, I don't wish any bad on the dude. He's done more damage to his own karma by doing what he did to me because I only acted in good faith with the man. So, you know, I'm not about bullying him. I'm just putting it out there. I'm no, because my blog is about my life and what I'm doing and what I share. Nobody has to look at it, but anybody who wants to look at it, and I'm telling them as it is and the truth. And I was talking about the shop I was doing, and that shop is no longer there for me. All the work, love, money, and effort I put into that is wasted on nothing. Wasted on nothing because a man was deceptive. Andrew Salter says, man, the devil can be on our shoulder at times, and eventually the devil will feck off and the good spirits will prevail in the end. Will only make you stronger. Andrew, thank you very much for that. Thank you. I really mean that. Thank you for that, because that's the kind of thing I was trying to say to myself. And you just put a voice on it there. I really appreciate that, brother, because you're dead right. If you do something with the best of your ability, even if you fall short and something happens, and as you said there, in the long run, the good will win out. It always will. And we'll always get challenged. When we try to do well, we will always be challenged. And Paddy's coming in there with a let it go, and Paul, let it go, or you'll suffer less. Yeah, Paddy, and this is part of my letting it go. Just saying what happened, and I intend to let it go. I intend to let it go. I don't wish any bad on that man. I think he's created his own karmic garden, and then he'll deal with that himself. And I don't wish any bad. I'm just concerned now that my foot heals and I can get back to the work I was doing. And I'll find another shop. I will, because I won't give up. I won't give up on this. But yeah, you guys, you know, it's just today is it's Easter Sunday today. I didn't even think of that. You know, it's Easter Sunday. And you know what that's about, isn't it? It's dying and resurrecting. And, you know, it is a chance of us all to be reborn on Easter, if we choose to see it like that. Yeah, if we choose to see it like that. So I have to choose that, because right now everything's falling to shit around me. And I have to own that. But one thing is, I'm not taking drugs over it. I mean, that's normally what I would do in a situation like this. I'm sitting through it. I'm sitting with the pain. I haven't even taken a paracetamol for my foot today. I've Nurofen Plus. I've paracetamol. I've some other thing. People brought me up, you know, just for the pain. I have them there, and if I'm in bad enough pain, I will take paracetamol. But so now I've taken nothing, because my foot doesn't hurt unless I move it. And once it's still, it's actually okay. I do feel very blessed to be alive. And yeah, like I say, I chose to see this Easter Sunday as yeah, my fucking resurrection from this terrible week I've had, losing my shop. I'm in the balance of losing a really good friend, and I've lost my ability to get around. I lost my lovely bike, and I nearly lost my mind, guys, but I didn't. But I nearly did, because everything that was just happening around me. Have a really hot bath and soak your foot. You know what, Emmanuel? I'm going to do that. Some Epsom salts. I'm going to soak my old foot there later, but it's very tender, but I will do it. And I hear you, bro. But yeah, I appreciate the people who've come up and checked in. I know there's 12 of us in the room at the moment, in the virtual room, and that's in my heart good. I was hoping to get at least two, just so I could see how this works, because I would like to be able to go live sometimes in the future when I have something decent to say. Charlene come in there saying, "Love your video. I'm in recovery and Sue 17 months and got out of homes to myself. HSE refused funding on Subies. More needs to be done. Keep up the good work." Thank you very much, Charlene. You're absolutely right. You know, the whole question here, they're giving methadone out to drug addicts. Now, this is the narrative. We're going to have a discussion here this morning. If anybody's welcome to get in on it. Excuse me. There's a narrative going around, right, that drug addicts are better off on methadone. Now, methadone, as far as I'm concerned, is just like liquid heroin. There's another drug, Subies, that Charlene Michelle just mentioned there in the chat for anybody who's looking. And Charlene's just saying there that she was refused funding on Subutex. Now, in France, Germany, and even in England, Subutex, they've moved over from methadone to Suboxone and Subutex. There's two similar drugs. Suboxone actually has an anti-opioid in it, which means when the addict takes it, it stops the illness and the sickness, but they don't get stoned. And then there's actually a blocker in it to stop them taking heroin. And Suboxone is how I got off heroin. I wouldn't have been able to do it with methadone. I don't know very many people who have done it. There are a few, but not many. Yeah, Michelle's just, or Charlene's back in here saying methadone is topping up Subutex. Methadone is topping up. Subutex is a blocker. I got mine in Northern Ireland. Michelle or Charlene, yeah, I get that. And if I had to go to Thailand once to get therapy, I couldn't get into anywhere over here at the stage. No, absolutely right. Methadone is a spirit killer. Suboxone, you still have your feelings, your psyche, and your mind, and everything. All it does is takes the withdrawals out. It's only a partial opiate. It's because it's a little bit more expensive. They'd rather keep you for 20 years on methadone than give you a Suboxone, which you'd probably only need for 1 or 2 years. And but because it's that bit more expensive, they want to keep this methadone industry going at the peril of our children's health, our Irish citizens' health here, and it's all down to money. Jamie Lewis says, "I'll be praying for you, bro, as you do a good job up there in the streets. I would love to help if you like." Jamie, when I get up and running, inbox me, man, contact me. We can do it with all the help we can. I'd love to get a decent clothes or soup run going, although there's plenty of people doing that at the moment. I would love to see more practical help if we could get the government even to give us an old building that we could put a lot of mattresses in. And I know they tried to do that before down on the docks when they had that guy from Glen Hansard playing music, and there was all a big hurrah and everyone went out, and there was a real feel-good factor of being Irish in Dublin. We were all standing up for the homeless. We were after occupying a building in the city, and since then, what happened? It's all died down again. And now we're in the middle of a pandemic, and there's people out there suffering. And guys, I have some really bad news now that there's a few of you in the building. The guy I did the makeover to, Dell, got the living shit kicked out of him. He was beaten to a pulp 2 days after I did his makeover. And that also affected me deeply because I felt it was like nearly everything I touched turned to dust. That's how I felt. I'd lost my shop. Dell got battered up 2 days after we gave him a makeover. Was it because he had a nice new jacket and he felt good about himself and somebody took advantage of that? I don't know. I just know the guy got beat up so bad. I was contacted on Facebook by the Liberty Soup Run to let me know, and they told me his tent was robbed, ripped up to pieces. They beat him to a pulp. So that's just another thing that happened that I'll be mentioning in a blog that I'm putting together later because I'm sickened to the stomach over it. Worse than what happened to me and my bike. What they did to that man. I can always get a new bike. But they knocked the spirit, they punched the living daylights out of him, the way I heard it. And I'm disgusted to the pit of my stomach over it. Just going to check in some of the comments here. Um, don't crave. Yeah, Sharon says it's brilliant. She doesn't miss it and she doesn't crave it, and that's because she was managed to get the Subutex. If only they would do that here. If only they would do that for the people here. Do you think he was targeted because he was looking good? You know what? Ireland's past was. I honestly don't know, and I'm not trying to make the assumption, but all I know is he'd been in his tent for a few weeks on the trot, and he was saying to me, he felt really good. He was going to start walking around the town, and because he felt human again, he felt cleaned up. And I just hope it wasn't a knock-on effect of that. I really hope it wasn't, because Jesus Christ, if it means that if we try to do something for someone and that's going to have an adverse effect from some other people, I don't really know what the reasons were. I hope to God we didn't contribute or make things difficult for him by getting him looking fresh and well, and then him living in a tent, and someone took exception to that and thought he had money or something, because he was robbed, you see. Doing a makeover for a person in a tent, is there something wrong in that on some moral level? I have to look at that. I don't know. Maybe it's more important to get them in and off the road rather than doing their hair. Although I was only trying to lift the guy's spirits. I've interviewed a lot of homeless people since I started this. But this guy, there's something so vulnerable but so gentle and genuine and heartfelt about the guy. He was such a gentle kind of soul. And that when I decided to do a makeover, I thought I would do it on him first. And that's been the result of what's happened there. Charlene says, "Oh my God, seeing him he looks amazing. Dublin is bad, honestly. Homes rob the homeless. Homes rob the homes. Yeah, I was in Ellis Key and they sold everything. Yeah, yeah, because I find it very hard to think that people who would rob the homeless. I actually asked Elle that, Shirley, and I asked him. I said to him when he was telling me, because when I do these interviews, I have 2 or 3 hours of interview, and people don't have that kind of attention span, so I have to bring it down to 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So I can upload it to YouTube, and I do the editing. I try to find the significant points within that interview to put up on my edit. But I do remember asking him, and I don't think it's on tape, but I certainly have it in my raw footage. I don't think it's in the final edit, but I do remember asking him about the people around and the people. He has been robbed once or twice before, but usually when he's out of his tent. This time he was actually beaten up and things were taken off him. And I don't know to what extent, because I can't get to visit him because I'm here with a foot the size of an American football. So I'm going to have to wait till that goes down before I can check in on him. But yeah, I asked him who robs a homeless person, and he said other homeless. And I guess that makes sense. When I say it makes sense, I guess, yeah, I can't imagine it being anything other than that, because there would just be something terribly perverted about that, wouldn't there? People leaving their comfortable home and house and going out looking for a homeless person to rob. It just doesn't make sense. But Jamie, I'll be praying for you, bro. You do a good job on the streets. Yeah, it's just Jamie. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, I'm just rereading it. Some of them comments. Sharon and slept and told us we were all told we were sleeping. I know it's lousy to think though that we could, to be in such a vulnerable position and then to be robbed on top. Something very wrong. There's something very wrong with this. And guys, I hope you're having a really good Sunday morning, wherever you're checking in from. Can any people let me know if there's is everybody here from Dublin? Just wondering, or is there anybody up there from anywhere? Can you tell me, even if you're from Dublin, what part of Dublin you're checking in from? Excuse me, folks. Hello? Yeah, I'm. You heard what happened with my foot and all, didn't you? How you doing? And what can I do for you, bro? What's up? I'm on the live at the moment on the Facebook or on YouTube. No, you're okay, mate. What was it? I'm okay, bro, but I'm just holed up with my foot, and it looks like I won't be able to do much for a week anyway. So listen, no, I appreciate the call. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you later. All right, man. Okay. Cheers, bro. Bye bye. Jamie, you're from Northern Ireland. Welcome, bro. And thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you. Andrew says, don't be hard on yourself. All you've done was your best, and you're absolutely, and please don't fall because of a few bad things that happen. I've really said that. Well, thank you, man. It really, that really touches me. No, I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm terrible. You make a good point there. I am hard on myself. I'm very hard on myself. Uh, that's why I hate criticism, because you can't touch me as much as I can touch myself. When I get that voice in my head saying, "You stupid bastard," going on the M50 on the motorbike, my head was up my arse. I took the wrong turn. I have to forgive myself for that, and that's what I mean. But man, am I hard on myself? Yeah, I can be very hard on myself. And when you see everything you touch just falling to bits around you, bro, it's not easy not to be hard. I think, what are you doing wrong here? I'm just trying to address. I'm trying to identify, what am I doing wrong? Or am I just being tested? And I've always been saying to people, it's not what happens, it's how you deal with it. And obviously, I'm not dealing with things great. No call. Sorry, guys. Hey, can I ring you back in 10 minutes? I'm just on live. Thanks. All right. Thank you. Thanks for the call. Let me ring in 10 minutes. I can say one thing. I have great friends in my life. I'm blessed in that way. A lot of love. And even the strange people I don't know that are shouting in. Big shout out to Dundalk, to Raw Funk Doc from Dundalk. Shout out there. Charlene in Northern Ireland too, for man, a beautiful place. Yeah, Jamie, we'll get back to you on that, bro, for sure. And Kildare, hey, I've got people from all over the country checking in, showing love. That's great. I have the Sadim touch. I'm not quite sure what that is, Emmanuel. The Sadim touch, but being tested right up to Easter seems like it could be that. And seeing how you confront the challenges and triumph, I love it. Ireland's positives, I love it. I love that comment, and you're right on it. Yeah, you're right on the sentiment I'm talking about, bro. That's it. This is Easter. It's a time for renewal. It's time for death and rebirth. That's what we're brought up. It's in our DNA and our genetics as Irish people, as Catholics. That yes, the death on the cross and the resurrection, and we're supposed to bring these Christ-like experiences. I'm not a Christian, by the way, but I have a great respect for the words of the Bible, because there's some great wisdom in there. But I get the whole thing, the metaphor, die and be reborn. And yeah, I hope it is that. I really do. As I've been saying to everyone, it's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with it. But now, Pauly T, take your own advice, Oh, it's the reverse of the Midas touch. Emmanuel, I get it. I got the sad touch. Oh, shit. The Midas touch is when everything turns to gold, I guess. So the Sadim shit is when everything turns to shit. Wow, bro. Well, I hope I don't. I certainly hope I don't. But yeah, man, I certainly don't. I have that Sadim touch, and I hope you're not wishing it on me, Emmanuel. And if I do have it, I'll have to work it out. It's great to get all the bad shit out of your system at once, because I don't have to cry. Ain't that a fact? There isn't that much between laughing and crying. It's a release of emotion, isn't it? One comes with some tears, but I've laughed with tears before, and I've cried when no tears came. So it's a very fine line. Thanks. Hey, you're welcome, Ralph from Crow. Not wishing it. Thank you, Emmanuel. I just had to check in there. I'm such a paranoid old man, Too many drugs over the years. No, you're right, bro. But listen, taking all of these lovely comments and putting them together and taking the message out of it, Yeah, I definitely think I have been hit with a ton of bricks in many different ways, metaphorically, actually, and I got to deal with this right, and I hope I do. I hope I do. And like I say, I'm not out for revenge on anybody, even the people that beat up Dell. I hope they catch them, and I hope they get their karma. But I ain't going out looking for them. It's not about that. Kieran on Paul's magic. What you're doing, looking out for. So, hey, bro, I can hardly look out for myself, Kieran, but I really appreciate the sentiment. Thank you, brother. Emmanuel, did you know I'm a paranoid schizophrenic? I don't know. I like your sense of humor anyway, Emmanuel, and you've given me a smile, and I'm grateful for that today on this Easter Sunday morning. This is my first ever live, man. What happened was I was sitting down at the computer and I was going to put a video on, and I thought, for to hell with it, I'm going to go for this live. I'll go and try this live out, and even if I get a couple of people, at least I'll get into the. I'll find out how you do it because I'm still finding my way around YouTube. But yeah, I appreciate people who've checked in. Motorbikes are here. Jesus, drive safely, young man. Anyway, yeah, you guys. Yeah, I thank you for checking in with me on this Easter Sunday. I'm going to do a video today about the shop. It's just going to show you the shop that I bought into, the shop that I done up, and then I'm going to let it go. My way of letting it go is show a video, because I'm also going to do a little piece at the end of that video about the bike crash. I got some photographs taken at the scene. And because I've nothing else to do, I'm sitting in the house, and I've got my computer, which survived the crash. I don't know how that happened because I had my laptop in my bag, but I had a lot of clothes and stuff in it. The bike is a complete write-off. I'm all right. I just got a sore foot. And listen, I'm really glad and happy for all the people that checked in. And when we do a live again, join in and let's get into a debate about something. If you can, give it a like there. It helps with the algorithms. Thank you very much for checking in. I wish you all you guys a happy Sunday. And for them all over Ireland, I'm really touched. Yeah, and I'm just going to share that. Ireland's pacifist says he started playing chess online to get the mind ticking and to stop him going nuts. A good bit of fun. I know we've got to keep our minds occupied, don't we? We really do. Even chess online, man, I hear you and I understand. Hey, nice one. And thank you, Ireland's pacifist. Thank you, Emmanuel Gossom, Kieran Marn, Andrew Salter, Charlene Michelle, Ireland's pacifist, Raw Funk Raw, Jamie Lill, Andrew Salter, did I get you? Andrew Salter, Paddy Hines, of course. Paddy supports me, always commenting on videos. Pyro, DJ Tracy too, and all who've checked in. Thank you very much. This is, like I say, is my first live. It's more like a dry run to see how it goes. And I'll talk to you guys through the week. I'll try and upload a video tonight. I'll be also doing the crypto buzz with Django. That might be a day late in getting uploaded, so it'll be up tomorrow. But I will be working on it today. And peace out, guys, and have a peaceful and blessed Easter Sunday. This is Pauly T. This is Cold Turkey.